A father grieves. A mother and a sister wonder why. Milad Islami was a sports journalist from Iran. To Mashid, he was big brother.
He said to one of his friends that if someone killed in the fly crash, it would be okay because it's for 1 minute and it will gone and you are in the sky where your soul will go. But he spent 8 minutes.
8 minutes for the co-pilot to crash an airliner into the French Alps. But Milad's uncle Dawood prefers to focus on his life, not death.
He was a fantastic journalist, and he is still one of the best we have in Iran. And because he worked not only as a journalist, he worked with his heart.
Milad had been in Spain with friend and fellow journalist Hossein Javidi. They'd taken these photos together. They'd been covering the soccer game Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Milad was a lifelong Barcelona fan. His hero?
Absolutely, Messi.
Local village mayor François Balik is here at a memorial site to help console all the grieving families. And on Sunday he sent this digger to carve a track to the crash site. That's around 4 kilometers or 2.5 miles away as the crow flies, but till now accessible only by helicopter.
J'ai bien senti que ce que voulaient les gens.
I felt the families wanted this and they asked me to get them as close as possible, as if every meter mattered to them, he says. Relatives ask him to describe the area closest to the crash.
On était un coin de paradis.
This was a corner of paradise, but now there is the before and after the accident, he says. I tell Mashid and Dawood about the alpine scenery up there, where wild flowers grow and melted snow runs in crystal streams.
Everything's great for him, but for us, we just can calm ourselves down with this picture that he is now the king of the all.
Milad and all those who flew with him, the kings of the Alps.
Henry and Jane Evans are touring the Seattle Art Museum.
That's pretty cool.
Independently, virtually, seeing whatever they want.
Can you show me where the Puget Sound and Pacific Coast painting is?
Sure, let's go.
You see, Henry can't do it himself.
This is absolutely amazing. I mean, what a great way to see a museum.
A stroke 12 years ago left Henry a quadriplegic, bedridden, with no voice, and they live in California. A trip to Seattle would cost thousands of dollars.
Basically, not for me. I wouldn't go.
But using Beam, a robot with wide-angle cameras that Henry has full control over, he can navigate anywhere about the museum, using the arrow keys on his laptop, keys he controls with his eyes.
It gives me the sensation of walking and allows me to socialize again. It has given me part of my life back.
Oh, bonjour!
And the couple can talk to anyone.
Nous sommes de la Californie.
Even a visiting French class of kids.
I thought it was an interactive art project.
But when visitors realize he's bedridden,
I just think that is so liberating and incredible. And that our children got to share that experience with him as well. Look, they're following him. They want to go see where he's going to go.
It was Henry's idea to put beams in museums.
The goal is to use technology to free up bedridden people all over the world.
And over here is the Apollo 9.
I took control of a beam at the San Diego Air and Space Museum.
It took me 5 seconds to understand how it works.
Beams are $16,000. Last 8 hours on a charge, just needs a Wi-Fi or cellular connection to the internet. But in a museum?
We have to put bumpers on it for a guy like me.
It was a really tough sell, as long as we had security staff watching the device every moment it was roaming around the galleries.
A toy it's not, but eyes, ears, and legs for those who can't move, it is. Heaven sent.
Can you really get a decent laptop for just a couple $100? The short answer is yes, and we're going to show you 2 sides of the same cheap coin. I've spent some time testing out the Samsung Chromebook 2 and the HP Stream, which runs on Windows. Hey guys, watch how quickly it loads up. This is my favorite part about it. Look, that takes just a few seconds. The best part about these laptops, they're light, really light. The HP cost $199. The Samsung Chromebook 2 costs $249. The major difference between these two is that this one runs Chrome, which is the operating system from Google. So it's neither Windows nor Mac, and somewhat unfamiliar territory. It's a completely different operating system, but it really took no time at all to figure out how to operate. One thing I also like about the Chromebooks is no matter where you sign in, it will take your settings from computer to computer. The battery life on this laptop is superb. It lasts about 8 hours. So what did I have to give up when using a Chromebook? There are a few things missing, like Skype. The clicking was so odd. You can't install Microsoft Word. And you have the HP Stream right away when you log into it. It's very familiar. It's good old Windows, and you find all the things that you enjoy about Windows which you may not find on a Chromebook. Skype is on there, and of course you have the all too familiar software, Microsoft Office. What did I have to give up? Some of the speed that I'm used to. But when it came to web browsing, that's where I noticed a big difference. Once I opened more than a couple of tabs on the HP Stream, the computer slowed down. One complaint that a lot of users of inexpensive laptops have is the lack of storage. And while both of these offer extra cloud storage for a period of time, I didn't find myself needing it. I already stream my music on Spotify, I save all my photos on Flickr, and all my docs are in Google Docs, so I really didn't need the 32 gigabytes on the Stream or the 16 gigabytes on the Samsung. At the end of the day, I found myself using the Chromebook over the HP Stream because it was faster, especially when it came to web browsing. You could open as many tabs as you like, and it really had no problem. Now, if you're on a budget or looking to buy a computer just for school or just for your children, these are definitely a solid choice.